That is what very important, and the backyard information can help. And number three, the artificial intelligence, we are working for some time, and we closely work with whatever we do, we don't stick to the laboratory. We go to the field and use how exactly it is working. Artificial intelligence, I set a theme of the scientists involved in artificial intelligence, and the Tamil Nadu government has introduced one app called Ulavan app. Ulavan app gives holistic information for the people, complete set of information. Any information related to seed to harvest, they will know. The seed, fertilizer, herbicide, all industries are linked, all the pesticide, fungicides, whatever TNAU recommend, it's all there. 6.5 lakh worth of material, whatever you accumulated in the TNAU Agri portal, it's all integrated into Ulavan app. So the Ulavan app we are going to update, and whatever we have set a team of scientists from soil science, entomology, pathology, physiology, and these nematology. We took they will update information. If any farmer will like to know what it is, immediately will be responding. So that is the way the digital agriculture works, and the artificial intelligence is one of the areas in which already few students have got some projects, externally funded projects from DST and DBT and so on. One such instance is the fall armyworm, rugose whitefly in coconut. They are all emerging pests, invasive pests, and you cannot wait after something. You have to know what is happening. And recently we are developing two devices using artificial intelligence tools to study the fall armyworm, that is Spodoptera frugipedra, as well the rugose whitefly. Simply you look at the capturing the trap information from the yellow sticky trap, you will know what is the infestation in the main field. That is the way it is done. So these are the emerging areas in which TNAU is working. TNAU has got some information on that. And about the digital breeding, now we use drones. I think the drones, when we flew the drones in wetlands, there was lots of calls from private industries, how the drones technology could touch the terrain. And I have to thank the Vice Chancellor. The moment I got the information, I sent a proposal for 40 lakhs. He sanctioned immediately. And within a month time, we will have a mobile van in which drones are mounted. And it goes to the field, what is the level of infestation, instantly it can be done. Using mobile drones for delivery of input, the smart delivery of inputs like pesticide, fungicide. Now we look at bioinoculants. We can also PPFM or whatever the bioinoculant TNA recommends, it can be delivered through the drones. And we also monitor the health status of the field. Click of the mouse, we know what is happening somewhere else. So this is a nice setting in which we learn a lot. We can use whatever the suggestions you proposed, it can be taken into account. The areas what you highlighted, and the TNAU is very much interested. We have got two directorates to address some of the issues. One is a CPMB, Center for Plant Molecular Biology. Another was a Center for Plant Breeding and Genetics, where these two directorates can help us in address many of the issues what you highlighted. And about the chair constitution of the institution of the chair in TNAU, I myself am a board chair. I got an award chair for the work what I have done for nanotechnology, the establishment of a nanotechnology center. It is almost 10 years now. We have got several products hitting the farm gate. So likewise, you have your freedom to institute a chair for Corteva. We love to accept that. And with the permission of the university, I would say that there will be a selection process. We follow a certain guidelines to hire recognize a professor as a chair for Corteva. We love to do that. And Corteva is, now I got the explanation for Corteva. Corteva is a hot. They are touching the heart of farmers, touching the heart of crops, touching the heart of scientists and students. And the best part is that they have chosen to do with the students. Students are smart delivery system. Students acquire information of widespread. Their mind is quite free. If the same thing is repeated for scientists, they go n number of activities to do, their reception would be much smaller. So I think I am happy that the students are being encouraged to do this, and we are happy to have this particular event in this particular very timely, appropriate situation. Any help you needed from TNAU, it is open, and any number of innovation can be introduced. Of course, we will be in business for another 3 years, and we introduce whatever the way it is done. The digital breeding is another important area of research. We have to sign an MOU with IRI on digital breeding, on digitization of crops, assessing the crop loss in relation to insurance. There is a program called RICE, R-I-C-E. So information is converted into insurance. So that's why we are going to have a discussion with IRI, and they are coming down soon to TNAU. And you know, in another 2 days from now, there is a Swedish team is coming to TNAU to address a similar issue. And our TNAU has done lot of digital thing very quickly. Some of the incidents, I should say to the young minds as well, the visitor to TNAU, is that we have got a 3 or 4 landmark event in which we used digital technology very effectively. When the coastal, coast of Tamil Nadu, Tanjore and Pudukkottai, when it was hit by Kaja cyclone, we used digital technology to make an assessment of coconut plantation being affected within 3 days. The compensation was settled immediately. When there was a drought hit in Tamil Nadu in 2016, we could make an assessment of the exact impact of a drought and translate into the huge amount of compensation as 3,000 crores or so. So those things we have success stories. We start using the same technology for, now I ask breeders to use drone technology for taking the off-type, taking the digital breeding into the force, and whether we can use from the seed till it reaches a consumer, we can use a digital technology. So those are the areas we are interested, we can do that. Just for an inaugural address, I should flag off certain issues, though it is a repeat of information. On behalf of the university, I should flag off these issues to be addressed. There are 5 issues I am interested this team to consider. There are lead speakers in this area. Certainly they will cover it, but on behalf of the university, I flag off this issue. The first and foremost information this organization should consider is the bioinformatics tool can be used for meta QTLs. QTLs being used to identify the region that is associated with the resistance or drought tolerance. So that you do the mapping, the QTL mapping, quantitative trait loci, in which particular region associated with the trait. Now it is more complicated because over the years, 30 to 40 years, QTL mapping has been done, lots of data on hand. We can use precisely predict which region is associated with what. We can use that type of improvement. Secondly, genome-wide association studies for identification of breeding targets. Our target should be more precise, and now we are working in a very complex environment. We cannot use the traditional breeding anymore. Some of the crops like maize is very sensitive to heat stress and drought stress when it is silking. The days of silking and anthesis is hardly 3 to 4 days. Few hours are necessary. I think entire CIMET is working only on targeting that drought tolerance and heat stress. Under such situation, the breeders and molecular biologists would work on the breeding very closely and the tools, whatever is available. And IRI has come down with 3K rice genome project just completed. They have found out lots of alleles that is associated with the resistance, abiotic and biotic stress. Now there is, the one way you have drought, another way you have, you have got a problem of flooding. There is a problem of dwarfing, and we need to look at many aspects using like a genome-wide association studies. Thirdly, the genomic selection, and we are known for diversity. The India is known for diversity. That is the greatest advantage of Indian nation. We have got a terrestrial plant species of 250 plant species, of which at least 50,000 plant species exist in India. Are we really worried about it? Yesterday we would have seen Mappalai Samba, which is going to be promoted, I think in 2020 we are going to release the variety. And the Mappalai Samba is being promoted for a particular trait. And this particular genotype is yielding poor, but it has lots of medicinal properties. People are suffering from diabetes, and they cannot eat the regular rice. And this rice will solve a problem. And you have Kauni rice, which is lutein rich. Lutein rich, it's improved the eye power. And our students are badly hit by mobile. They use the mobile all the time. And mobile is, you was saying that everybody has a mobile. I would say that mobile is the external organ to humans. Without mobile, they cannot survive. They can forget their kidneys and hearts, not the mobile. If you lose your mobile for an hour, you are almost 1 hour dead. So that is the way you do. So you do lots of things there. Certainly, mobile is a very important technology. You are showing some artificial intelligence using mobile. This is what some of our physical sciences scientists are working here. That is why we have started as early as bioinformatics, geoinformatics, and nanoinformatics, and AIT, Agriculture Information Technology. Those are the courses I think we are ahead of others. And we have to rightly put in, as an industry, you will understand this got to be properly used. And, AIT is in the threat, but it's an emerging area. You have to put it properly. And I'm happy you're there and the Dean Engineering to defend this way, to protect your course. And fourthly, the beyond, at the juncture, there are lots of constraints for the molecular biologists and biotechnologists. They cannot work because of this. There are some limitations. With the GMOs, I think it is a timely event. It is an event which comes well before monsoon rain starts. So it is a very good event. I'm really impressed with this particular technology. I'm happy to inaugurate this event in TNAU, involving very active number of students and faculty. They all, as I said, they all smart delivery system. They deliver what they learn. And because our Dean Horticulture is there, I have to flag at least one issue for him. And there is a growing concern for protected horticulture, where many environmental parameters can be linked together. We call it as smart farming. So many parameters are measured on an hourly basis, minute basis. It can lead to a, we can think of a smart, protected cultivation. So that would be helpful for them. So they are looking at mechanization, farm automation. Now they know they do the grafting with a mechanized device. So devices should know cyan and stock to be linked at a particular region and so on. So those things are done. So it is a very generic topic. Anywhere it can be used. Any soil scientist can use. Plant breed and care used. Pathology, entomology, nematology, any part of agriculture could be used. So with this few words of flagging of issues, I am just inaugurating this, and I'm happy to see that the students are actively participating in this particular event. At the end of the road, I would expect, there is a panel discussion. Unfortunately, I could not be here. I have to go for a review in southern districts of Tamil Nadu. But I would expect some recommendations should come out of this event, and that will be taken care of by the Director of Research, and action plan will be done. As I said, if I listen to something very active, immediately will be done. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for emphasizing on the big data analysis, artificial intelligence, and 5 major areas: QTL, genome-wide association studies, genomic selection, cisgenetic elements, genome editing. Now, I call upon Ms. Neelima, 2nd MSc Agri Biotechnology, Student Coordinator, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Gratitude is the catalyst of happiness and will shift us to a higher frequency, attracting the best things in life. On an occasion of such great magnitude, a simple thank you is all that takes to express gratitude infinitely. Our scientific symposium has become special due to Dr. N. Kumar, Honorable Vice Chancellor TNAU. Thank you, sir, for your efforts. It's greatly appreciated. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to Dr. J.S. Kennedy, Dean, School of Postgraduate Studies, for making this event possible. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to Dr. M. Kalyanasundaram, Dean Agriculture, and Dr. L. Puglendi, Dean Horticulture, for gracing this occasion. This scientific gathering would not have been a success without Dr. Raman Babu from Corteva Agri-Sciences, whose zeal and enthusiasm has sparked a scientific temper among us, and to Corteva Agri-Sciences for their financial support. My heartfelt thanks to Dr. K. Subramanian, Director of Research TNAU and NABARD Chairperson, for gracing this occasion. My sincere thanks to Dr. S. Mohan Kumar, Director CPMB, for his tireless efforts and lead from the forefront. It would be an injustice to not thank Dr. Devnath Pal, Professor, Department of Computational and Data Sciences, IISc Bangalore, Dr. M. Bharani, Professor and Head, Department of Genetic Engineering, SRM University, Chennai, Dr. Susan Debain-Gill from Corteva Agri-Sciences, and Dr. Philomen Juliana, wheat breeder from Cimet, Mexico, our esteemed guest speakers for this event, for going above and beyond their busy schedules to be with us here today. We are indeed looking forward for your scientific expertise. My highest gratitude is reserved for the advisory committee, Dr. L. Puglendi, Dean Horticulture, Dr. S. Geeta, Director, CPPG, Dr. K. Prabhakar, Director, CPPS, Dr. V. Geeta Lakshmi, Director, DCM, Dr. R. Shanti, Director, NRM, Dr. S. Sundareswaran, Director, Seed Center, Dr. R. Jnanam, Professor and Head, DPB, Dr. N. Kumara Vadivel, Professor and Head, DPMB and B, Dr. M. R. Dureswamy, Professor and Head, PSNIT, Dr. N. Senthil, the Program Coordinator, and Dr. N. Manikanda Bhupati, the Student and Event Coordinator, whose contributions have played a pivotal role. I would like to extend my gratitude to the Director ABD for providing the Technopark and the Estate Officer for the venue. I personally thank the Horticulture Department for the stage decorations. My heartfelt gratitude is reserved for the faculty behind this event for their unconditional support and guidance. And to the student team behind this spectacular event, I owe my deep sense of gratitude. Thank you one and all, and have a pleasant evening.
Thank you, Neelima. The participants, the dignitaries on and off this dais, will now assemble near the RA building for group photo session, followed by tea break. For the participants will be assembled here. All the participants who are participating in oral presentation and will have to avail travel grants, please give your information details at the registration desk after group photo. Reassemble for the session. Please reassemble after tea break by 11 o'clock. Please leave immediately.
மேலே வர சொல்லுங்கள். ஒரே நிமிஷம்.